All right, so you are the smuggler. Now this is a key concept, is that there is a white smuggler and there is also a red smuggler. These actually work the exact same. So no matter if you drew white or red, the rules are going to be the exact same. The smuggler is a pick up and deliver faction. So they're only going to have a single ship. And they're going to be basically going from island to island, trying to pick up goods, which are the bottom suit here, and putting them into their cargo, and then delivering those goods to matching islands. So if I have a parrot here, I'm trying to deliver this rare wood parrot to this parrot island by getting all the way over there with your flagship. That's basically the way that they are going to play. They're going to be scoring fame for doing that. They're going to be moving along this rewards track for doing that, and they're going to be increasing the wealth of the region for those yellow and blue players in the game. So let's start off with a couple of the special actions that they have. So their sail is normal, so that one, you just move 1 or 2 spaces. That one's still the exact same. They do have a full sail, which means that you move your flagship a number of spaces from 1 up to this dice value. So if you put a 6, you can move 6 spaces. So that's a huge movement boost. Tailwind works just like tailwind. Cannons work just like cannons. So this is all just normal stuff. But they have a special action called negotiate, which has to be an even die number. And this says that while your flagship is at an island, you can basically recruit any crew in here, regardless of suit and regardless of cost. And then you can put it as crew, meaning you could use its ability for the rest of the game. The other thing you can do is that if, let's just say, there was a comrade token at this island, you can then do it again, get another crew, and if you do that, you can remove 1 comrade from the island, like so. This is one of your little ways of being able to hit the Shellfire Rebellion or the Mollusk Union. And then, thematically, you're basically convincing this comrade to come and be crew for you. So that's the negotiate action. It's probably one of the more unique actions. Repair works the same as normal. So what is all of this craziness? So as an action, you have kind of 2 actions that you can do at islands. So this would happen, if you end your turn on, you end your move on an island, you can do either of these 2 things. You can smuggle, and then you can also deliver. So when you're smuggling, you can actually take a suit card that matches the island and put it into your cargo. Now notice that if you're taking the actual suit, the cargo is going to change, or the cargo will be a different suit. So if I'm right here, I'm gonna smuggle this odd meat, but I'm actually looking at the suit of the island and the suit of the card. So I'm gonna take this and use my smuggle action, and then I can tuck it right under here, and notice that I can only have 2 cargo, but now I have odd meat to basically deliver. So that's the other action. If you're at an island, so let's say later I move to this island here, I'm at a skull island and I've got a skull cargo, I can now deliver this by taking it out and discarding it. And there are a couple of benefits that you're going to get. First, let's talk about, flip over here, about all the benefits. So when you deliver as a free action on your turn when you're at an island matching your cargo, you get all of these things. You're going to gain 2 fame, which is 2 victory points. You're going to increase the wealth die of that region that you delivered. So in this case, this Skull Island is going to go to a 2, which just helps the other factions. You're then going to gain a reward on the reward track. Now, how does this work? So you're going to take the white cube and you're going to move it any direction orthogonally that doesn't have the black cube. So at the beginning of the game, they're stacked, but let's just say I move here, that's going to give me 1 fame. Now, the next time I would do this or gain a reward, I can't go backwards. So I can't go back to this black. So I could only move 2, ignoring battles, to get a free tailwind or gain 2 gold. And whenever you move this, the black one moves and fills its previous spot. So that's the gain reward. And the last thing that you're going to do is for end-game scoring, where you're going to be basically placing this as cargo, as a pledge, and you're going to guesstimate whether the blue faction or the yellow faction is going to control that island at the end of the game. So you're looking at this suit here for the pledge. So you're going to say, okay, who do I think is going to control these palm tree islands? So I mean, in this case, it looks like the Shellfire Rebellion is going to control them. So I would take the Shellfire, pledge marker, and I would flip this over. Nobody knows what you're pledging and who you're pledging it all to. You put this pledge marker face down like this. The other players don't know what cargo you're pledging under which faction. And then at the end of the game, you're going to get fame for each of these that you guessed right. So that is the Smuggler. They're a little funny. They're just going to be going from island to island, gaining cargo by grabbing matching suit, then delivering that cargo. So like now we have to deliver this rare wood over to the Parrot Island. So we want to make our way over there and deliver that. We get all those benefits, gain victory points, increase the wealth, and that is the Smuggler.